What's up, everyone? It's the Ant-Man, It's my channel. Thank you for stopping by. It's Thursday, the 9th of May, 2013, and I've got some news for you from WorldNet Daily, or WND.com, better known as. This particular article in front of me is from Dave Tumors. And the video maker blamed for Benghazi remains jailed, but term has nothing to do with sparking Muslims to demonstrate. Excuse me. It was no less than President Obama who blamed the Benghazi terror attack on an obscure video trailer posted on the internet called Innocence of Muslims. And it was Secretary of State Hillary Clinton who promised the father of one of the Americans killed that she would see to it that the person who made the video was arrested and prosecuted. Or persecuted, doesn't matter, right? That claim came from Joe Woods, the father of slain Navy SEAL Tyrone Woods, who spoke with Clinton when the body of his son arrived in the U.S. from Benghazi. Woods said Obama also spoke with him at the ceremony but was totally insincere. His face was looking at him, but his eyes were looking over my shoulders, he said. Like he could not look me in the eye. Totally insincere, more of a whining type of "I'm sorry." He said Clinton also came over to talk. She did not appear to be one bit sincere at all. She mentioned that thing about we're going to have that person arrested and prosecuted who did the video. So what about the filmmaker Nicola Basili Nicola? He's been in jail since the controversy erupted, officially for reasons unrelated to his offense against Islam. A lawyer for the filmmaker told WND his client was serving time for a probation violation and is scheduled to be released this fall from a prison in Latuna, Texas. The issue was all over Twitter, where one person commented, "It's crystal clear that the terrorists who killed 4 Americans in Benghazi weren't spurred on by an anti-Islam video, despite what administration officials wanted the public to believe." But nearly 8 months after the attacks, Innocence of Muslims filmmaker Nicola Basili Nicola, I hope I'm saying that right, still languishes in prison. Critics of the Obama administration point out that a year in jail for a probation violation appears out of the ordinary. The Associated Press has reported the man behind the video has violated a probation order and acquired a driver's license under a false name. He had been on probation in a bank fraud case. The plea agreement accepted by U.S. District Court Judge Christina Snyder last fall put Nicola behind bars, but none of the offenses was related to Innocence of Muslims, which portrays the founder of Islam as a religious fraud and pedophile. The New York Times called the video crude and said it depicted Muhammad as a bloodthirsty, philandering thug. Why do they care about what he looks like? Anyways, the newspaper described Nicola, 55, as a Coptic Christian born in Egypt. The Obama administration clung for weeks to the story that it was Muslims upset over the video who spontaneously rioted in Benghazi, killing Ambassador Christopher Stevens and three others. UN Ambassador Susan Rice made the claim on 5 morning news shows the Sunday after the attack. But the claim was contradicted by Mohamed Magarief, president of Libya's National Assembly, who said it had nothing to do with the attack. Evidence has mounted ever since that it was an organized attack on the U.S. by a group affiliated with Al-Qaeda, which we all know Obama is the head of, funding, and giving weapons to Al-Qaeda. A witness at today's House panel hearing of on Benghazi, Gregory Hicks, the former deputy chief of mission in Libya, said his jaw dropped when he heard Rice blame the video. Hicks said the YouTube video was a non-event in Libya. The New York Times said militants interviewed at the scene said that they were unaware of the video until a protest in Cairo called it to their attention. The video was described as an amateurish project that might have disappeared quietly. WND has reported that a subplot to the issue is that the CIA, under General David Petraeus, purportedly was using the Benghazi mission to coordinate U.S. aid to Syrian opposition groups. Wow. WND reported that the U.S. facility in Benghazi was not a consulate and at no point functioned as one. According to informed Middle East security officials, my fault. Informed Middle East security officials. Instead, the U.S. diplomatic mission in Benghazi served as a meeting place to coordinate aid for the rebel-led insurgencies in the Middle East. The security officials said among the tasks performed inside the building was collaborating with Arab countries on the recruitment of fighters, including jihadists, to target Bashar al-Assad's regime in Syria. Furthering the story, WND reported claims that Paula Broadwell, the alleged mistress of Petraeus, revealed a secret CIA detention center in Benghazi in a public speech she gave just weeks after the attack. Broadwell, a former counterterrorism operative, co-authored a best-selling biography of Petraeus. She discussed the book in a keynote speech October 26th at a University of Denver alumni symposium. In a question-and-answer session, Broadwell was asked about the September 11, 2012 attacks against the U.S. mission in Benghazi. She stated, "Now, I don't know if a lot of you heard this, but the CIA annex had taken a couple of Libya militia members prisoner, and they think that the attack on the consulate was an effort to try to get these prisoners back. So that's still being vetted." Well, I don't know what to make this issue besides that the guy that got blamed for Benghazi is still in jail. And they're claiming that it's over some kind of a warrant that he had. But if he's been in jail this long already over a probation violation, or over like something little like that, it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. You see, the government contradicts itself. You see, it doesn't make any sense. And then, don't we have freedom of speech anymore? The guy goes to jail. The guy goes to jail for making a video. That's like the craziest thing I've ever heard. So should we put porn stars in jail? Should we put Oh no, wait. We worship that. Never mind. What don't we worship? Should we put the guys that made the Bible series on the History Channel, should we put them in jail? Because they're talking about Jesus, it's controversial. You can't be talking about the Savior and the Lord of the world and earth and heaven, because, nobody wants to know about that. And they certainly do not want you to know about that either, my friend. Who should we put in jail? We should put a lot of people in jail, we should put me in jail. We should put me in jail because I read you the news. And it doesn't come from CNN or Fox News. It comes from an alternative media source where they actually report real news. There's something called journalism. And real journalism works like this. You go to a spot and you report what's really going on. You don't report whatever some corporation that has private interests and in your life and everything that you do to try to control you. Then that's I don't know. I don't even know what I'm ranting about. You know what? Everybody should watch that movie, The Newsies. The Newsies is a very educational movie. If you want to learn about what you have as an American citizen, which is the First Amendment, which is the right to say whatever the hell you want, you're allowed to say whatever the hell you want. Period. It's called having the First Amendment. If you don't want the Constitution, then get out of my country. Alright? I don't need you to be brainwashed telling me what to do. But anyway, if you are an empowered American and you want to know something, you have something called the First Amendment that tells you that you have the right to say and express yourself however the hell you want. Okay? It doesn't say however the hell you want, but it tells you that. And the movie The Newsies is about it's like a journalism movie. It's about people that wanted to report the news and all that. So yeah, America has been through those times where propaganda has tried to take over the streets or whatever, but all I know is that you got to get your mind right, son. Stop listening to what the corporate whore media is telling you and get into the real issues and get in the fight. It's pretty good to know and be informed about what's going on around you. That way, you don't get caught with your pants down if something bad happens. Like the economy collapsing, for example. You won't be with your pants down when that happens. You'll be ready. You'll know that that's a real possibility that can happen. That is, we're not just racking up trillions and trillions of dollars and putting it on our tab because we have corrupt politicians in this country, but you need to know. You need to know this. It's for your own good. But anyway, subscribe to my channel and send me some feedback. Tell me if you don't like my show or if you like my show. Let me know. Let me know. I want feedback and I want to hear what your opinions are on Ambassador Stevens and this whole Benghazi issue and how this guy who made a video is in jail because he made a video about and the way that the government talks about how it's offensive. Is it offensive to make fun of Christians? Because we're made fun of every day. But it's okay, though. The government never tells you, oh, wait, you can't talk about Christians that way. But if we talk about Muslims, hey, we're going to jail, all right? We're going to straight Guantanamo Bay. We're going straight to Guantanamo Bay if we talk about anybody else, okay? Anyways, see you guys later.